We are live and ready to go. We are in Montrose, Colorado. I'm getting some feedback from one of you
sorry,
guys.
that's me.
Montrose, Colorado, just north of the $1 Million Highway. I've got a load booked. I just need to go get it. And then we're going to drive over the $1 Million Highway. I forget where it's going, but it's going south. But we've got to go up to get it. Now, I just wanted to say, yes, I am under the weather, but trooping through it to bring you great driving content. Yes, all these extra hours I've been working have finally caught up to me. So, anyway, I'm going to push through it. I was actually feeling under the weather last night when we did that other live stream. And I thought about canceling this one, but I couldn't bear the thought of doing that. DeBucks is going to talk about some live streams going on tomorrow. I may or may not participate in that, but even if I don't, I do recommend that you check him out. So I'll let him touch base on that later. Right. So let's get going. Oh, you know what? I didn't move my steering wheel.
We'll let you slide on that.
Yeah.
Being under the weather.
Yeah, not feeling well. It's always something. By the way, I forgot to even check to see if my track IR is sitting outside my door. Completely forgot.
No. No, you should check that before you get going.
Well, we're going. By the way, just bought this trailer. Let me take a peek at it, show it to you. It is a Load King. He's just became available through downloadable content.
Says, hey guys, watching on my tablet while playing on my PC.
Cool.
Yeah, he says he's playing ATS right now.
Keep left and then turn left.
Oh, now Talbot's just making fun of me.
Yeah, he is.
He's asking you if that's the furry trailer.
No, it's not. It is the hardwood trailer. Because hardwood was an option. We got to get SCS to give us flashing yellow turn lights. Just like real life.
Oh, that would be nice.
I don't think they do that for multi lanes. I think that's only for the single lane roads that they do the flashing yellows.
Nope. Not in Nevada.
Ah.
It's flashing
Again,
yellow.
I always pay
Go
attention.
straight on.
If I see yellow, I'm going.
What's that, Alvaro? I went back to a more centric view with Virtual right mirror, I see. Yeah. When I get my track IR, I won't need that anymore.
That's true. I don't use it at all. Use them at all anymore.
But we are going up into the mountains to get this load.
Oh, just let me remind you, Boomer, you don't have to look at your tablet to see what's being said. Don't make me give you warnings.
Yep, nope, my tablet's over there on the bed, not even using it. I've got my phone. But I'm relying on you guys.
Your bucks.
I'm sorry, what was that, Viking?
I said that's even worse, especially if you're bucks.
Yeah,
Just
exactly. My blind self without my glasses on.
Yeah.
I noticed in one of your videos that you, I think, premiered today, you were wearing your glasses at the beginning.
Yeah, I forgot to take them off. And then I realized I had them on and took them off. I was wondering why I could see so well. I was like, wait, this ain't right. I can see.
Hello! Someone bought me 5 coffees!
Whoa.
Thank you, someone.
I'm gonna have to get some hype, whoever someone is.
Yeah.
Boomer needs it after feeling down and dirty with this whatever he's got that's got a hold of him.
Yeah, it's an upper respiratory crud.
I think I'll answer Pilot on that about the Toby. Pilot, when I made my decision between Track IR and Toby, I read about them, and one of the things I found about the Toby was that, especially if you wear glasses, that it could lose track of you.
I just crashed back to the desktop.
Oh, it was Mark Massey who bought you the 5 copies there, Boomer.
Thank you, Mark.
What to say that?
I'm sorry, beat you to it.
I was just waiting until Boomer finished what he was
Fragbert.
talking about there.
Yes, chills, fever, sweats, cough. Yes, all that.
That's your first warning. Then again, you don't have a load, so I guess it's okay. You're only doing 5 miles an hour. Apparently Fragbert's got the same thing.
Really?
Yeah,
He's had it for a week, yeah.
A week. Ugh. Yeah, I was supposed to work on Monday. I already told them I'm not going to make it. Broke my heart.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Now that sometimes Pilot with the glasses, when I was wearing it, it would also on occasion get a reflection off the glasses and just briefly go off track. But since I've taken them off, it's been perfect. But I don't have anti-reflective glasses either, so.
Ooh. Wait, is this where I'm turning? I am turning right here. Wow.
Oh yeah, I don't even see your GPS going up there to pick it up. You're gonna get caught on that, was there a bar out there, a railing? Or was I just imagining that?
Bumpy road. I got 5 miles of this stuff.
got those there.
Yeah, Walter D says, how's it going, Boomer?
Hey, Walter. Wow. What happened?
And then Jonathan says, running a load in CA right now. I see why drivers hate this state. 55 is no fun.
Where is that? California?
Yeah.
He's running in California right now.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bridge view there. Oh, Smokey the Bear. I'm gonna throw one of those adverts for tomorrow out there, Boomer.
Okay. Morning, Leslie.
Rich says, hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
Rich Mayer.
Yeah, for those of you who just arrived, I'm feeling under the weather. Whoa, what the heck was that?
Do it again.
That's a rough spot in the road.
I guess.
You're not hitting anything.
Yeah, I've got fever, chills, aches and pains. Wow, trailer damage 1%.
Do it again.
I didn't think I was going that fast.
Nice little rock overhang there. This says, sorry,
Thank you. Yeah, I hate being sick. I mean, I know we all do. I get especially whiny.
I'm told when I'm sick, I'm a big baby.
Yeah, that's kind of me.
Yeah, I think that goes for pretty much most people. Same way too. Get more grumpy, I guess, than anything, but
Yeah. What is that?
Maybe you got a flat tire on your drop deck. You got a
wouldn't-
defective drop deck.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, but I guess you never know. Trailer damage 3%. There aren't any guardrails here. I mean, I did tag a guardrail back over that water, that river.
Oh, damn, Volkswagen's getting away. I see that Happy Gilmore reference.
yeah. Reckon's a Rob Walkman says I just got off the road taking home tan.
Adam Messer says, what is going on?
Hey, Adam. Hey, Talpa bought me a coffee. I put a little whiskey in it for you. Thank you.
Yeah, let's hope.
I think that might help. And if not, we'll always think it should have.
Rockbox Man was playing ATS.
You know, one of the worst things that I experienced was being sick when I was over the road. And I just had to keep pushing through. And it was a similar kind of deal that I'm experiencing right now. But I was sick on the road. Not fun.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not fun being sick out while you're out there trucking. Especially if you don't have many places to pull over to when you need to make an emergency stop.
Right. Brennan bought me a coffee. Thank you, Brennan. Not for coffee.
All right.
Used for
Running.
Mucinex.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Ed bought me a coffee. Thank you, Ed.
You're gonna get all kinds of healthy with all that coffee.
I guess I need to sort out where I'm picking up this load.
Yeah, Rockbox Man said my dad was the same. He was sick and he still went to work.
Yeah, you just don't really have a choice when you're out on the road. Okay, we're going to Holbrook. Cargo is ready to be loaded. Guess we got to put it in gear.
Was that a backhoe loader?
I didn't notice.
Oh wait, whatever it is. Oh, you gotta still pick it up. Got it. Gotcha.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the coffees. Yeah, I could probably use some Mucinex.
Oh, that's funny.
Josh!
Yeah.
Hope you feel better soon, man. Thank you, Josh.
Pilot Bro says, I feel like now if you're sick, jobs will try to force you to stay home to avoid the unspeakable YouTube disease.
Yeah. I do not see.
That's where that no icon gets to be a pain in the butt.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
you know what? It's on the other side.
Yeah. And I can't get there from here. Look at that waterfall over there. Oh, it's not a waterfall. It's a conveyor.
Oh, I see. You're gonna have to go around that. You're gonna have to back up quite a bit of ways. You wanna hear something funny? My cat's sleeping while one of them is, and he's snoring. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Pilot's asking in real life, how much stress can those cables take?
Cables? What cables?
I guess maybe the hydraulic cables they got connected up. Airlines.
And they can take a fair amount of stress until they reach their limit. Then they'll either pop off or break.
Yeah, my experience has been that they break.
Yeah, that's been my experience as well. I told you a story about that once, how I broke a set of airlines between a set of Super V hopper bottom grain trailers. Forgot to disconnect them and went to pull the lead away and snap.
This one's for either one of you guys, really, because you're both truckers. Will a day cab or a cab over will help with maneuvering? That's from Adam.
Yeah, as far as maneuvering, yeah, because you have a little bit shorter turning radius. Oh yeah, you gotta go way in over there.
Tom might fall asleep similar to last night when he fell asleep at the wheel.
Ed says he hates backing into that spot.
Yeah.
And Rob Locksman says you're overweight if you're over 80,000 pounds.
For most configurations.
Yeah.
Can't really answer his question where to go after Wyoming. He's got the coast to coast and with Midwest expansion. We don't run the coast to coast.
You know, there's a few people that have it, but yeah, I think the majority of us just run the base game stuff and the DLCs. They don't react overly well, especially if they're the the plastic lines. They're rich. The rubber lines.
Someone bought me another coffee. It looks like you need more coffee. Hugs Boomer from Mark Massey. Thank you, Mark.
Hug for Mark. We're gonna get you some hype icons up there on YouTube there, Boomer.
Hype icons?
Yeah. Give hype for the coffee buyers. And the chat. Super chats.
Adam asks, does 5-hour energy or any energy drink help to avoid tiredness?
I don't think so. I rarely ever mess with those.
Yeah, I never found they worked either.
When I was younger, I used to try those caffeine pills, and all they gave me was the jitters, and I'd still have to pull over, and I was just a regular delivery driver. Pull over and take a 15-minute nap, because I was so tired. We're talking in my 20s, too.
Yeah, the best solution is just to get sleep. And that sometimes includes a nap in the middle of the day.
Yeah, that's why I used to like splitting up my sleeper time.
I could tell you guys about the time I was making a delivery in a van, and I was in the fast lane on the highway, and I was really tired. I was like, yeah, let me close my eyes for a second. When I opened my eyes up, I was driving in the emergency lane at, highway speeds. I was very lucky I didn't get into a wreck.
Yep.
Needless to say, I did pull over immediately and took a quick cat nap.
John the bricklayer says, good morning. Gentlemen, got my coffee and ready to go.
Good morning, John.
Well, I appreciate that, Truckin' Zay. Yeah, it says he watches my stream.
Yeah, I am really struggling.
I'm saying you're more of a trooper than I am. The second I would have got that button that said let me automatically load that load, I would have been gone.
Gotta be careful I don't rip my mirror off.
Yeah, you can beat that. I think I can honestly say I haven't had to back into that particular spot yet.
I'd be happy if I didn't have to do it again. I'm not that close.
Not sure what you mean, Fragbird, about which channel to join.
Well, I am really struggling with this.
Yeah, you must have ate from the Bucks cereal box. You would think it would give it to you. You're right on the line.
We'll take that.
Close enough, man. I play with
Oh.
horseshoes all the time.
Okay. So, let's get going. So yeah, it's a backhoe skip loader or whatever. What does it say? Backhoe loader.
Okay.
Whoopsie.
Taco.
Yeah,
Could
it's
have
going
nailed
off
that one in my res
how
bill.
much it's going off how much he loves the sheep.
Man, I'm hung up. This is a bad spot.
Sure looks that way.
The USS Taco. I like that taco. Oh, okay, you were able to scrape some rubber to get around that thing.
Yep. Had to lock my axles.
Hopefully those tires make it through the trip.
Yeah, I need to check the status. Wow, 4% damage to the trailer. Guess I could have gone that away.
At least the cargo's undamaged, that's the important thing.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe the drop deck was a little bit long for this place.
It's 48 foot.
Yeah.
That was just
Adam says
okay.
maybe try a shorter flatbed trailer.
Well, it's 48 foot. And I don't think it gets much shorter than that.
Ooh, you went over that curb back there too with the back of your truck.
Yep.
We allow him to get away with this because he's under the weather. And he's showing you an example of how not to be a buccaneer. Or a Valhallian. Or a rogue. Or an outlaw.
Hey, Adam, this is as short as they get. As far as I know, 48 foot. Jeez.
Shows us how not to press enter.
Ooh, there you go, going over, you hit something
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
There must be a pothole there or something.
Something. I'm not going that fast.
Hey, some ninjas in the house.
Yes, it says hello.
All right.
I was wondering if you've been to construction sites where the spaces have been tight or can be tight.
Yeah, I went to a construction site one time in Denver. I think they were building an apartment complex, a high-end apartment complex. Seems to me.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, pilot asked a good question. Do you have your suspension lowered at all? Maybe that's why you're grounding out.
Nope. I never do that. Except when I'm disconnecting from a trailer.
I don't even think I have that set up on my truck yet.
I do. I just don't ever use it.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the need at all for it yet in game.
That's kind of where I'm at. I probably should, but I haven't.
Man, that drop looks pretty good. That wouldn't be any fun going down there.
Nope.
Jonathan, I'd like you to tell more of the tight space story, which I kind of cut you off of. That I apologize.
There's really not much to tell. I just got to this construction site the night before, and I got set up to park for the night. I don't remember what happened after that. I think I spent the night. And it was just, you know, a little tight.
I ever had to get into was down in LA, just outside of LAX, at a customs bonded warehouse. It was so tight they ended up having to yank a trailer out of the way, and even with my trailer wheels slid all the way forward and the fifth wheel slid as close as I could get it to the bunk, it was still super tight. It took a good few minutes, well, actually longer than that, without them having to pull the trailer out. But yeah, it was the tightest place I've ever gotten into.
One of the tightest spots that I ever had to get into a dock at was in New Jersey. An older area with, you know, warehousing. And you had to drop your trailer in the dock and then bobtail out of the way. Otherwise, nobody could get through. It was that tight. Oops. Horn works. Said I would only go down that road if my sleeper has a tight turning radius and a short flatbed. And pilot bro said we had a door, the drivers would drop the trailer, then the yard jockey would park it because most sleepers just can't make the turn. Yeah. Well, you know, interestingly enough, I saw for the first time just the other day. Where is that? There we go.
Yay, viewpoint.
I'll tell you in a second.
Truckin' Zay says he's not a fan of flatbeds. He likes reefers because that's what his dad used to pull.
Yep. I had to pull a flatbed the other day just to move it over to a customer so they could load it. That was an interesting thing. I'm not used to pulling a flatbed.
The nicest thing about a flatbed is they're easy to look over when you're trying to blindside.
Yeah. That's for sure. Wow.
Great viewpoint that looks down over the town.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Anyway.
$1 million view right there.
Yep. So the other day I was at the convention center and I had backed into a spot inside and there was room for another trailer between me and another guy off to the left. And I kept thinking they were going to have somebody back into that spot. And I know I backed into the right, all the way to the right, as you're looking forward, just so there'd be room for the next guy to get in. Well, what they did was they brought the trailer in with using forklifts, 3 of them. 2 forklifts on the back, lifting the tail, and 1 forklift lifting the nose, and they would just move it into position. I had to blow my horn because they were getting real close to my mirror. But I had never seen that before. Just pick up a trailer and move it. That was a new one on me. Guess I'm speeding. Ed bought another coffee. Thank you, Ed. Sure can use it. Well, gonna have it tomorrow morning.
Some more hype for Ed. Hi,
Thank
Ed.
you.
Sorry, I meant to mute that.
I gotta check his count. See if he qualifies for the next level. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in the Discord we have a special role for people who buy coffees for me. And they get into the, even just buying one, they get into the VIP lounge. But I've had to add extra levels. I had to create a special one just for Trucker King. Because he's bought well over 30 for me.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah. So, in fact, I think he's getting pretty darn close to 40.
Oh, Telpa's going down for the night. Night, Telpa.
Good night, Talpa. Thanks Thanks for sticking around. I know it's really late.
Morning. It's almost 3 a.m. Leslie's being a trooper and still with us.
Oh, I just hit that reflector pole, I think.
Leslie says, I remember many years ago delivering to a supermarket that was so tight you drove in and they spun you around on a turntable so you were facing the right direction, the right way to drive out. Oh, kind of like a train. Hey, Viking Hammer just bought you a coffee.
Thank you, Viking.
I couldn't resist, and you're very welcome. I had to join in the fun.
Trucker saying Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Thank you.
Today.
Yeah, thanks. It reminds me my daughter won't let me go in her room because she's got her Father's Day gift in there and I'm not allowed to see it till tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow, Father's Day?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is, yeah.
I've never seen a turntable. Well, then again, I don't go to truck and load zones either, so.
Yeah, the only places I've ever seen turntables are at like big rail yard hubs.
Yeah, that. I mean, I guess I could see that in Europe with the tighter spaces. It would make sense to have something like that to be more efficient. Ooh, speaking of Europe, they are redoing Hanover in ETS2. It's going to be a part of the 1.45 update.
I heard something about that. I didn't watch the video.
Yeah, I didn't. I read it, and it's really. They said they're gonna the rework in I guess some of the areas is gonna be down to a 1:1 scale.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna completely remove the current city of Hanover that's in there and replace it with that's gonna be at 1.45. So that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
I like how they're doing that in the areas of bringing the scale down to a more real-world size. Is there a way to slide the axle on a trailer? Not if it's a setup.
I've not seen it in the game.
Yeah, not in the game, no.
$10,000 feet. I guess we're descending now.
Is there a way to slide the axle on a trailer?
In real life, yes. Not in the game, as far as I know. I agree, it should be added, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan's asking, is there any working truck washes in the game? No, there isn't, and those should be added in too.
Yeah.
Except for their licenses with the trucking companies don't allow them to let anything dirty or damage to the trucks, I believe.
Keep left.
Which is why there's no active working ones. And no visible damage on the vehicles or anything like that. Now that suspension that you can use to lower the truck down, that automatically rises up when you start moving again, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Viking, have you tested with that at all?
No, I haven't. I haven't played with the ride at all.
Well, that'd be one way to turn a truck into a sports truck if it keeps the suspension lowered.
Go straight
Yeah,
on.
if Close was in here, I'm sure he could probably answer that because he plays with his air ride suspension a lot.
He's looking for ways not to tip his truck.
Go straight on.
Well, one way to do it would be to slow down.
Okay, Brennan actually answered that, or Polybro answered it. Says it'll raise up at like 5 miles per hour, he thinks. And I seem to think I read that somewhere, maybe in the forum. Somebody might have mentioned that. I just didn't quite remember.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
And then Leslie just confirmed that, yeah, over 5 miles per hour it reseats itself.
Okay.
Then Ellen Sloan says, hey Boomer, good video as usual. Rewatch Convoys with your buddies. Great. Sherpa 39.
Thanks, Alan.
Yeah, Adam, that's pretty hard to set a semi up like a sports car because if you're hauling a high center of gravity load, it doesn't matter how good your suspension is, you could go over if you're going too fast.
Yep.
That's what we'll have to do one day during one of our convoys. Head down there to, what was it, Flagstaff, Arizona, after we drop our load, and head over to the doesn't exist racetrack.
Mhm.
Have a little fun.
Yeah, Pilot Bros just saying they have a NASCAR truck racing league, so it can be done, but the trucks aren't carrying any loads. Yeah, if you're just bobtailing around, yeah, corner pretty good, but not with a trailer.
Go straight on. Keep right.
Oh, I did play a truck racing game on the Xbox once that used semis. That was very interesting.
Oh, that's interesting there, Rich. He's asking, are there any
Yeah, it
mods
is.
that would slowly increase bugs on your windshield?
Must be thinking about love bug season here in Florida.
There is a mod, from what I understand, that does that. But you know what? I don't think I'm going to do that, even though it's realistic. I hate bugs on the windshield.
And you need windshield wiper fluid. Get them off, otherwise you just have big old bug smears on your windshield.
Even then.
Tucson, that's what it was. Tucson's got the doesn't exist racetrack. Thanks, Leslie.
This is my last video as a 35-year-old. Friday I'll be going up the ladder.
Well, happy pre-birthday.
Yes, happy pre-birthday.
Well, there's another video tomorrow. I'm not doing it, but Bucks and Viking and some other folks, I was going to, but I just don't feel good.
I'll go ahead and post something there in the chat.
I gotta pull in.
That just does not break them up very well.
Go straight on.
Yeah, remove those and repost that one.
Bricklayers, curious, what's the heaviest load you guys have carried?
46,000.
I think I've done something heavier in the game, but
Oh, I was talking about
the achievement.
Yeah, I was talking about real life. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. You might have been talking about real life.
I don't know. Maybe he was talking about the game.
In real life, I've hauled the heaviest one I hauled. I think my GVW was 156,000. And that's pulling articulated lowboys, etc.
Wow.
Them ninjas pulled loads like that too in real life. Mind you, the time that we did that, we didn't have the proper trailer. It was a big, huge excavator we had to move, and we didn't have the trailer to do it. But it was should have been on a triple articulated lowboy. But
So Doc got a hold of you, could have got in trouble.
well, we were somewhat close to legal because we were the trailer we were running had 16 wheels under it, and then the Jeep. But yeah, we were out probably a little bit over gross for the setup.
Go straight on.
There's in Canada they call that the Department of Transportation too.
Yes, they do. Yep. Take pounds and multiply it by 2.2046. That'll give you kilos.
Yeah, see, I would have had to Google that.
There's an app for that.
Yeah, it's a conversion from pounds to kilos is 2.2046.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
So it's just under 70,000 kilograms. Oh, 65-ish, somewhere in there. Mind you, too, when we did move that big excavator, it was only a 4-mile move.
Okay, so DOT wouldn't have had a chance.
No, not really. It was back out in the sticks.
Now, some ninja says the heaviest load he's taken in was a trip lowboy, 22 tons of mega generator from Denver to Santa Fe.
Oh, I just got chastised.
Oh yeah, you got yelled at. Didn't find you though, so that's good.
Right.
Adam's asking, can trucks oversteer at speeds?
Oversteer? I guess. I mean, it'd be a nasty mess, I would think.
Keep right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it'd be a fun time.
No.
It would look like radiation or clothes, and sometimes even bucks. He's buccaneering.
Yes. Yes, that is scary.
Get ready to turn right.
I do try to restrain myself somewhat, but every once in a while I just gotta let the beast out. Or is that the pirate out? I see how you took that really wide. That's forget when I'm playing ETS, is that you don't necessarily need to do that.
Turn left.
This one's for both you, Viking, and you that you could answer. How should you set up your 389 for oversized? He's got the biggest engine in game.
Another thing would just be to make sure you got a 18-speed transmission. 13 will work good too, but 18 if you're pulling grades or starting out on a hill.
Should that be with the retarder?
The retarders. Yeah, the retarders for just slowing you down. but the going up, you need them extra gears at the low end sometimes.
I thought you were going to say the retarders were just for bucks.
Well,
Yeah, I know even just pulling super
Hey, now,
grain
now.
trailers here in
None of that
Alberta.
stuff. That'll get everybody else going.
Here in Canada, it was nice having an 18 speed because yeah, there's the odd time with 125,000 pounds gross weight or 62,500 kilograms. But yeah, having an 18 speed was yeah, just the best thing to have if you're starting out on any kind of grade at all or in a soft spot even.
I'm going to be late because I'm going to have to take a break soon.
How much time do you got till you have to be at your stop?
Less than 5 hours. But
Oh yeah, and you got rest in 2.5.
yeah,
Sure, the 18 speed automatic would work. Chassis length doesn't really matter for heavy haul or specialized loads.
Turn right.
Just want to make sure you're at least a 6x4 so that you got both your drive axles capable of turning for maximum traction. Ragbird says he hates having to rest when he's an hour away from a drop-off. Yeah, completely agree there.
10-4 on that.
David Boppel, pardon me if I mispronounced that, says this is his second time watching you live, Boomer.
Well, welcome, David. There's my first yawn.
The real one or the in-game one? We saw the first yawn, real one. Oh, there goes
Ugh.
number
And the
two.
next one.
Yeah, fight it back, fight it back. Nope, fight it. Good job, you fought it. I think he swallowed that yawn. Oh, so he did get it right. You did get it right there, Mike.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes I get things right.
Yeah, we all get lucky once in a while, right?
Except for lucky that not at all.
Exactly. Don't forget to turn off that mute so that way you can talk again, Boomer.
Mute?
I figured you muted because you're cleaning your nose there.
No, I'm not muted.
Alan says, get well soon, Boomer. He's off to Z-Land.
Thank you, Alan. I need to head there myself as soon as I get done with this delivery.
And Sank
Thank
says
you.
hello.
That's how I pronounce it too.
Hello. There. OCD? Much? Alright, I got red bed. Yeah, not gonna make it.
Yeah, you don't want to find yourself driving down emergency lane like I was talking about earlier.
Nope.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta live dangerously though. David says he doesn't select just-in-time delivery so he doesn't have to worry about short delivery times. Rich says he just started using the track iron and he's loving it. Yeah, I love mine too, Rich. Can't wait until Boomer gets his and then he gets to test it out. He's gonna be in love with it.
It says he's figured out he can drive approximately 90 miles before you start getting fined.
Oh, in that case, you might be able to make it with 58 miles left.
Go straight on.
It says have a good ride.
Oh, I didn't look at some of the scenery along this route. We got Shiprock. We've already passed it. South of Farmington.
Apologize. Hopefully you didn't hear me that great. I thought it was muted.
What the heck?
Straight on.
Oh, I didn't have my headlights on?
Did you get fined?
Yeah, $500.
Ouch. Sank says have a good ride.
Thank you. I've got 26 minutes left on my clock.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Bogdan just dropped in. He says morning.
Morning. Ooh. I did not see that guy coming. I forget where I'm going. Holbrook. shit. Oops. Poop. I'm tired.
Reroute.
Decided to troop through it without stopping.
No, I'm going through it.
Might as well. Getting charged for not sleeping is cheaper than the penalty would be for being late. And David says he might be in the minority, but he prefers your single-player streams over convoys.
Yeah. I think that's probably true of a lot of people. That's why I try to do these. Yeah, I try to do the solo runs.
Keep right.
And I'm not that talkative when I don't feel that well. At this point, I'm just trying to get through it.
Yeah, you're being a trooper to bring this great content to everybody, and we definitely all appreciate that. Bogdan says on next DLC we'll be on rolling way stations.
Right now in the game, you can do like a maximum of 3 miles an hour across the scale, hit the enter, and it'll reflect that you've entered it.
Yep. I don't know what speed that was, but yeah, I roll through really slow.
Yeah, I usually stick my truck in low gear and let the Jake just kind of slowly pull it across, and yeah, 3 miles an hour, and I can hit the enter button every time without the need for stopping.
Well, here's a question for you guys. Boomister says this might be a weird question, but do truckers have nicknames for their truck? Love the live streams.
Sometimes. I don't think I had a nickname for mine.
I mean, people name their cars, so I couldn't see why they wouldn't name their trucks.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever named any one of the semis I've ever driven
Get ready.
and or owned. But always my personal vehicles, yeah.
Turn right.
I guess maybe because the semis aren't ladies, like, because most of the cars I know, you name your car, it's usually a female name. Referred to as your girl or whatever, and things like that. I mean, I didn't always name my cars, but did name a couple of them.
Rich says appreciate you doing the live run and get some rest tonight, or real rest tonight.
Thank you.
Arrived at your
I plan on getting some real rest tonight. Damn. I'm gonna hit that.
Did you hit something again? It looked like your truck shook a little bit.
I think so. And my trailer's just rolled over the guardrail on this scale. And what is that?
Yeah. There it goes again.
Yeah.
And again.
Might be a little close to the berm there. That
I guess.
Didn't see you hit anything else.
John the bricklayer says he names his trowel Bruce.
Huh.
And Bogdan's saying your bull bar is too low.
My bull bar? I don't even know if I have a bull bar.
No, you're just running a straight up bumper on the front of your truck. No, he's not running too big of a bumper there. Not like some of the ones we run on our res built.
Ah, made that delivery. No, I did not make the delivery. Doc on it. Forgot this is my trailer.
You gotta get out of there now. Oh wait, no, you gotta get on there. Oh, I see what you did. You dropped your trailer.
I dropped it. Okay. Excellent. And that's
Look at
gonna
that, no
do it.
penalties.
Well, I got violations up to yin yang. Well,
Josh says thanks for the stream, Boomer. Now get some good rest.
yes. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around with me on this. Looks like we've got 53 people in the stream. That's awesome. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and smack that bell to get notified when new stuff is available. All right. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to shut this down.